We're going to look at that.
I know.
No, don't look at me. Don't look at that. Look at that. You're still looking over there.
I'm looking at you.
You're looking at... You want me to start or something?
Well, I don't know what we're doing.
Well, what did I tell you we were doing?
Well, I know what we're doing, but...
You want to open?
Nope.
I think that's our open. So, hello and welcome back. Tonight, I'm going to be doing a blind tasting of Wild Turkey. Now, we all kind of know that Wild Turkey, the standard offering, is kind of a hot mess, but they actually do make some really good products. And as you can see on the table, I've got Turkey 101 and Wild Turkey Rare Breed. I have to say, Rare Breed's never really been on my radar, so I wanted to compare which one of these two is actually better. And tonight, I'm going to have my lovely wife, Becky, pour me a blind, and I'm going to see if I can figure out which one is which, and if one is actually better than the other. Now, I know a lot of you are probably going to say, well, Rare Breed's better just because it is. Well, but is it? And is it actually going to be worth the price? And my wife is going to be drinking wine. So, she's not real big on whiskey, so this ought to be fun because even when she just smells it from across the room, she says it tastes or smells like
Fingernail polish remover.
Yeah. I get that constantly. I could be 25 feet away from her and she says that. So, is there anything you want to add to it?
Nope.
Not going to say much, are you?
No, I'm not. Because I don't know anything about these.
Not a thing.
Let's see. This one says number 4 char. I take it that's the barrel that was charred.
Good.
Because I'm pretty good about that. It's 116.8 proof, barrel proof. Each barrel proof are different?
Actually, yes. They range anywhere from, on the rare breeds, they range anywhere from 108 proof to about 117 proof. Just kind of varies, so, but we know that 101 is always going to be 101 proof, so.
Okay, so why does it say, so it says it was crafted in a small batch. Does that mean the barrel was smaller?
Not the barrel, the batch of barrels. So instead of, say, 1,000 bottles being mixed together, or 1,000 barrels being mixed together, this would probably be 100 or 500. I don't know actually what they would consider the batch size. That's something maybe I could look into for future, but that's pretty much what it is. It's just a smaller barrel sampling.
This don't have a char proof, number char.
No, because these are done specific for this, and this is just a random.
And I take it the char is because this one's darker. It puts a darker on it than that.
Well, see, don't be saying that because that could influence me on the blind.
I'll add a little spit in mine so it'll be darker. Here.
Okay, maybe it was a mistake to have her. I don't know. Just let me know in the comments whether she should be on future episodes. I mean, I think it could be fun. Eventually, I'd like to see if I could get a non-whiskey drinker to drink whiskey and find one that she likes.
Nada.
But I doubt that's going to happen. You go ahead and decide which one's which, and I'm going to go get a water. So I'll go downstairs.
Okay.
All right. I'll be back.
Okay. Let's do.
Are you done?
Nope.
Are you done yet?
Oh, I just got my hand wet. Oh, in the glasses, they look the same. You can come back.
All right.
I think I got your stickiness on my hand. There.
Got my water.
See, they're the same color in the cup.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that I wouldn't be able to tell, and
Because I licked the cup.
you poured a little in both, didn't you?
Time will tell.
If you did, this is going to ruin this whole thing. She's evil like that. I can see her doing that. So, we've got a blind. I literally have no idea.
What is this one?
That's the 101.
That's the 101.
And that's the rare breed. So, you know, in the bottle, you can definitely tell that rare breed is darker. And some of that might be because the 101 is anywhere from 6 to 8 years on the aging, and rare breed has anything from 6 to 12 years. So the darkness is probably coming from some of the older barrels.
And it's char.
It might be. It depends on what the char is, but it could vary too. But yeah, some of the darkness might be coming from that. Plus, when they proof it down, that might actually change the color slightly as well. But honestly, in the glass, I really can't tell. But the key light is really bright, so it's kind of hard to tell here. But see if one's got a little bit more. Why don't you tell them what you're drinking? You get the wine. She's a wino.
I've just got a Moscato.
Moscato.
A fruit Scotto? I don't know what it was.
That's right. That was that
It's
fruit.
peach.
That fruit Scotto
It's
peach.
Barefoot.
Barefoot's pretty good. I don't mind it.
Well, that's because you won't let me drink rum, so.
You don't like me on rum.
I like rum.
Yeah, well.
We've been married long enough, I don't have to like you.
Nope. There's just a license that says you have to stay with me. So let's see. Definitely the caramel. I'm getting some char on that. What are you laughing at?
Caramel. There's a little hint.
So when we have Bourbon Club at my friend's house, there's 5 to 6 of us that go. Her and my best friend's wife sit in their living room listening to us making fun of us all night long. So it's quite entertaining for them.
A little chocolate.
Not always. Sometimes it's banana.
A bunch of fruits for drinking that crap.
Call me a fruit and you're drinking a fruit Scotto.
Yeah, so?
Talking about fruity.
It's not fingernail polish remover.
This is a fingernail polish remover. Let's try your fingernail polish.
I bet you it will.
I doubt it.
Na, 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 na.
Okay, that's got more of the classic turkey taste. So this has a bit more citrus or fruit notes in it. I'm not quite sure. You mixed them, didn't you?
I did not.
You mixed them.
Proof is in the camera. Will not be mixed.
You mixed them. You probably stood in front of the camera so it wouldn't.
They can testify I did not mix them. You'll see when you're editing, I did not mix them.
Which is bizarre because this one on the nose doesn't have a whole lot of proof. But neither really does that one now. I don't know.
Could you tell the difference? I mean, truly.
Well, that's why I'm doing this blind.
No, I'm just saying. what is that one? The 101 is the 101 proof, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that one is 116.8. So that's what, 15.8% difference. Can you tell that?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
But then again, there's sometimes that even a 120 proof doesn't drink real hot. So,
I mean, seriously, they're made by the same company. Or the same,
you're right.
Whatever.
Distillery, yeah.
So they should have the same taste, right?
Not necessarily. Because of the age that is in this one, up to 12 years. Because it's a mix of 6, 8, and 12. That one is a mix of between 6 and 8. So that could have 6 and 7, or 6 and 8, or 6, 7 and 8, or just 7 and 8. You know, it might vary a little bit. But this is going to have a little more age, so you're going to pick up a few more notes in that than you would that. At least in theory you should. But that's what a blind is for, is to be able to try and pick which one is which. So, and I honestly can't really pick it up tonight. I'm not sure that I want to trust you.
What?
I'm going to get you to try it, and we're going to do this on camera sometime, and we're going to get you to try some. I'm going to find one that you like.
And then they'll know that you murdered me.
I doubt that. They're both the same bottle, aren't they?
No, they're both they're both different. They're not the same, I swear.
Then I'm going to say that this is the rare breed and this is the 101.
And I'd say you're wrong.
I knew it. I knew I was going to be wrong.
Why?
I just because I know you.
What do you mean? It's not. I can't change the flavor of them.
No, but you could just be saying that, and I'll have to look back through the. Well, I'll redo the tape right now.
That's fine.
And then we'll see.
I had to put this one in the Stanley, the 101, because the Stanley room.
Oh,
that's what.
That's not room 101.
I know, but that's how I remember.
You remember a number? Yeah. Okay. There we go.
So see.
So I was wrong.
You were wrong.
That's really bizarre because I got some more fruit notes. Oh, here I am spilling shit now. That's really interesting. I'm surprised because last night when I tried this one, this is the rare breed.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we'll put it back in order the way it should. Because when I tried this the other night, I really got proof on the nose, but I'm not even getting that tonight. What did I do to kill my nose? Now there's the note that I was getting last night. Right in the center, it's like some kind of fruit note, and I'm not sure what it is. Orange. Oh, now it's super strong orange. Why am I getting orange? But that's what it is. It's a super strong orange. So I'm thinking here because that Wild Turkey 101 is around $28. This is around, well, I got it for $40. I've seen it around $50, $55. I mean, usually that 40 to 50 range is what I'm spending on most of mine because I'm a cheapskate.
No, you got a wife that won't allow you to spend that much.
That's beside the point.
Okay.
But that's typically the range that I go for anyway.
Right.
I don't usually go in for the higher
only special
end ones.
occasions do. Yeah.
Do you allow me?
Yeah, I allow you to buy something.
Yeah, does she allow me to buy something more expensive, which is actually kind of rare to begin with because I'm not really into the higher end stuff. I'll go into that in a completely different video, but yeah, that's kind of the range. So I don't want to say that this would be for special occasions, But this is definitely going to be more complex. And if somebody's not really into complexity, that would be perfectly okay. Which one would I go for on a nightly or a regular basis?
If you were going to sit down and have a drink, well, I guess last night you sat down and had that.
Yeah.
But, as you can tell...
Well, there's more downstairs, too.
Yeah, I know. They need to be brought back up
Yes,
here.
I know. Yes, ma'am. Getting back into wild turkeys and found 101, or was finally introduced to it, that is a standard. But I think this might end up being a standard instead of that. Just because it's a little more complex.
Is that because it's aged longer?
Some of it, yeah. But for $12 more, it's not really that big of a step up in price. That is.
So when you go for a whiskey, how do you know? Do you know what flavors you're going to get out of them? I mean, does it say, hey, Jack Daniels, you get these notes off of? So does it mean, like your turkeys, there's these 5 notes always going to be most likely present in turkey? Old Forester has these. I mean...
So, yeah.
Do you know what kind of notes to expect from them or not?
Once you've tried enough whiskeys from different distilleries, you will notice commonalities between different distilleries. Say the Brown-Forman lines. They have the Old Forester, they have Jack Daniels. Off the top of my head, I can't think of who else they have. But throughout the Old Forester and Jack Daniels, I do get, and my buddy's going to absolutely hate me for this, and other people from my bourbon club, I get an artificial banana in Brown-Forman. Now, maybe not all Brown-Forman, but at least those two, the Old Foresters and the Jack Daniels. Now, in, say, the wild turkey, mostly you're going to find your vanilla and your caramel. But you're going to find vanilla and caramel throughout all bourbons.
Yeah, when you guys are at
whiskeys.
Whiskey Club, I hear a lot of vanilla, caramel, that kind of stuff.
Right.
It's different than you talk about different notes.
Sometimes you might get a little bit of a mint taste or a
Where does that come from?
It literally comes from the oak that is in the barrel.
Somebody run chocolate on a barrel? Did somebody run? I mean...
No, it's actually... okay, so...
Somebody smoke a lot of pot beside the barrel?
No.
And you're getting wacky off it, so you think that you taste it?
No, actually what it is it is environmental changes throughout the years of an oak tree growing. And those are embedded into the wood of that tree. So
because barrels, when they put them in a barrel, they're kept in a cool place.
Well,
dark place.
the rick house. Okay,
I understand.
So the rick house.
I don't know. I don't know. Don't listen to me.
Rick houses are not normally or not necessarily temperature controlled. So they could go through a cycle of heat and cold depending on where they're positioned in the rick house, whether they're higher or lower. That can also change the effects of your proof, what it actually pulls out of the oak barrel, and how much char is in it. So that's going to bring out different flavors.
Isn't there char in all oak? Don't they char all of them? They don't burn them all?
No, they char them all. They have to all be charred on the inside. Some may get double charred or charred longer or shorter, where they would call it toasting the barrel. There's all kinds of different variations that they can do with the barrel inside of it, but those other notes besides your caramel and oak, or caramel, vanilla, and oak, or woodiness, those are going to be from the oak inside or the oils that are in that wood. But other environmental effects of that tree's growth over the years they'll also then embed other notes that come out when that spirit is barreled.
So are they all oak barrels? I mean, because
in the U.S. they all have to be American oak, brand new, charred oak barrels. So they can never have had anything else in it except for charring the oak barrels. So once that one barrel's used, it can never be used again.
So if you get an overseas, whatever, bourbon, whiskey, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
can they be made out of different than just oak?
Typically not.
They're all oak.
They're all oak. They can be other things, but typically like scotches are going to be used American oak barrels that had whiskey in them.
So then they put their whiskey in their peat or whatever, peat moss or whatever, their dirt. I don't know. I've never had it, but I've heard it's not good.
Well, I'll have you try scotch.
No.
I'll have you try scotch.
No. Not try one.
The peat comes from how they dry their grain. They dry their grain by burning peat moss.
So you can never make one out of an apple tree or crab apple.
Well, I'm sure you could, but the government standard is a new charred oak barrel.
That's our government standard.
That's our federal government standards. Now, if you used a different kind of wood, I'm sure that would change.
That's what I'm saying.
That would change.
I mean,
if you
used it out of an apple tree.
Mm-hmm. As far as my first blind with my wife on camera, that was an epic fail for me. But let me know if you want us to do this again. If you want her to try something sometime, let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Click the bell icon so you can be notified. Hopefully you'll get notified. Some people are not being notified, but I don't know why. So please subscribe, because I'm seeing that, more than or almost half the people that are watching these are not. So please, I would greatly appreciate it. So I'm going to call it. I think we've ran out of things to say because we've now gone off on a tangent.
I was just asking questions.
I know, and I appreciate that.
Because I'm not part of your whiskey club.
I appreciate that.
So I don't know, and maybe you find somebody that don't know, and at first they just want to drink whiskey, and now they want to get into the
that's fair.
Little nooks and crannies, and
that's fair.
Me being stupid about whiskey might help you.
Like I said, that's fair. I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, as always, long ashes and full glasses, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
So now what do you want to do?
I want a cigarette. That's what I want.
All right. Well, let's close it out then. All right. Bye.